How can I put this nicely? No one gives a fuck about your bullshit excuses. So recently I got to thinking about these last few years and the growth that I've gone through. It's definitely been the biggest growth period of my life so far. Looking back to see how far I've come from just a college kid trying to get his business degree to now being this adult trying to make it in the real world and make it here on YouTube with great successes, but also very low lows. There's some things that I can look back at now that were definitely holding me back and stopping me from living my best life. Some of them were quite obvious at the time. I knew they were happening, and some of them flew way under the radar, but looking now, they're clear as day. So I thought it would be cool to share some of those with you guys today. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Maverick here. I hope you all are having an awesome day so far. If you guys like what you see here, I'd really appreciate it if you pull out your phone and follow me on Instagram at BrettMVRK. I put a lot of really cool stuff on there you won't find anywhere else. And this first one definitely pertains mostly to YouTube, but now that I think about it, it's really worldwide, it's global, it's everything that you do, and that is trying to be someone you're not. This held me back for so long, especially here on YouTube, and I still feel it creeping back in every once in a while. It's so easy to look at somebody you admire and think, I want to be just like them. If I can just act like them, talk like them, dress like them, I'll get the same results, I'll get the same successes as them. Doesn't work that way. You simply can't. Only they can be them, and that's okay. And I'm telling you right now, the sooner you realize that you don't have to be them and you can just be yourself, it's so liberating. Because let me ask you this, do you have one friend? Do you have one person that likes you? If there's one person that likes you, then you can gain a whole audience that likes you. Then you can gain a whole friend group that likes you. And I still have to remind myself that from time to time. Don't be like Alpha M, don't be like TMF. Just be you, man, because there's people that are gonna love you just the way you are. Next is being dumb with money. Yes, I'm all about treating yourself sometimes. I get it, self-care. You gotta, go on a little spending spree, do some online shopping, whatever. But when you let it get out of control, it can cause some life-damaging things to happen. I experienced this when I was trying to get a car loan, and I had in the past not paid my rent on time, so my credit was effed. So this is something that if you don't get under control, you're probably gonna regret when it's time to make a big purchase like a car or a house. But I made the mistake so you guys don't have to, and luckily you won't anytime in the future thanks to our sponsor over at Upstart. Upstart is the fast and easy way to get a personal loan to pay off your debt. And it's all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple fixed monthly payment. Upstart finds smarter rates with trusted partners because they look at more than just your credit score. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate up front from loans from $1,000 to up to $50,000. You can get approved the same day and get your loan as fast as one business day. That's awesome. If debt is taking over your life, then it's definitely time to get started with Upstart. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly rate by going online at upstart.com/Brett. That's upstart.com/Brett. Loan amounts will be determined by your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your application. Go to upstart.com/Brett. Okay, moving on. The next habit that I definitely noticed having a huge negative impact on my life was drinking too much alcohol. Whether it's drinking alcohol, smoking weed, smoking crack, whatever it is, whatever vice you have, it's best to kick it as soon as you can. I used to drink probably 2 or 3 times a week back in college, and at the time I didn't realize, but it was definitely a form of self-medication, a way of avoiding my problems. Not only is it extremely bad for your physical health, but it's so bad for your mental health too, because you start thinking that you can only have fun when you're drunk, or you can only go talk to a girl if you're a little bit boozed up, right? Now, I'm not saying it's horrible to have a drink every now and again, like on the weekends or whatever, but when you feel it start to go overboard, that's when it's time to cut it back and get it under control. Getting comfortable. And I'm talking about getting comfortable with your routine physically, mentally, spiritually, all of that. Because the facts are, when you get comfortable, you stop striving for more, ultimately it leads to emptiness. You need that passion in your life, that desire for more, to learn more, to gain greater success. As the old saying goes, great things never came from comfort zones. And I think that's definitely true. I can definitely attest to this because when I first got on YouTube, I was getting a bunch of money, more money than I had ever had. I was getting views, 5-6 million a month, and I got comfortable, and ultimately it definitely hurt my success on this channel, and now I'm trying to claw my way back into it, but that's okay. I've always said you can't connect the pieces looking back, only looking forward. Watching porn. I know you dirty dog. Put down the laptop, come on, put the lotion away. Now, I'm not one of those no-fappers that thinks that no-fap is gonna give you the ability to levitate or whatever, or open your third eye, but it definitely will improve your life, and I'll tell you why. Watching porn and jerking off sucks you in. It totally consumes your passion and your desires. The more you do it, don't you realize you're thinking about it more and more throughout the day? I know it kind of was like this for me. I've had those moments, and it's so toxic because you need to have those desires and those passions and that energy going to the right places. As soon as I stopped fapping, stopped watching pornography, I noticed a transition in my mentality, going back into YouTube, back into my relationships, back into things that actually ultimately matter. But not only that, there's a lot of repercussions to jerking off and watching porn, like desensitizing yourself down there, but also mentally, and having these unrealistic standards of what sex should be like when they're not really true at all. I can 100% say that my life is better in basically every aspect since I've stopped watching the pornogs. And I saved the best for last because this last thing, this one is gonna make the biggest difference in your life, I guarantee it. And that is thinking negatively or making excuses. How can I put this nicely? No one gives a fuck about your bullshit excuses. Thought I just ripped the band-aid off there, but it's true. Think about when somebody's complaining to you. Do you really care, or are you kind of just there patting them on the back like, okay, that's nice? It's true, you get what you put out in this world. I can say that for myself. Everything that I've gotten back is a result of what I've given out. All of my success on YouTube is completely derived from the effort and the thought and creativity I've put into it. So I don't know how spiritual you guys want to get, but I think that there is this law of attraction. I think there's this general positive vibe, this force that you can put out into this world that will attract the same back into you. So if you're thinking positively, you're being a source of comfortability and positivity, those molecules, that vibration within you will attract the same thing back, and you will ultimately gain success out of it. And I think that's pretty much undeniable. Well, at least for me it is. So thanks for watching, guys. That's it. I hope you can make these changes because it'll definitely level up your life. I guarantee it. If you haven't already, subscribe, turn those post notifications on, and until next time, peace.